Good morning. It is 7 a.m. Eastern, I believe noon in London, UK, and what is it, like something like 10 at night in Australia? How is everybody today? I've just been listening to Patrick's a little bit, and he had quite a bit of neat stories to tell. I've never had, like, he had something to do with like a I can't talk this morning, supernatural being, I should say. And I've never had anything like that, but I've had where I feel like perhaps a demonic presence, around me, but nothing like what he was describing. Thank goodness. That would scare me to death. Good morning, QP, River Swept, Sarah, Kathy. How's everybody doing this morning? I got to catch about half of Patrick's. I was in and out. I was trying to make some notes for stuff I wanted to talk about, and his was real interesting for sure. That story about Benny or not Benny or whatever. So, I hope my audio doesn't go out or my internet doesn't go out. I shouldn't have spoken that, should I have? Because it's been having problems with it. But I'll get back on if I go out. River Swept, do you get different odd feelings with shifts? I really don't, except for sometimes I almost have like a brain seizure, it feels like. But as far as like presences or anything like that, or demonic or supernatural activity, no, not really. But like if I get an ear ringing or like if I feel like I'm shifting or something like that, I'll get like my brain hurts sometimes even. Like I'll just get like almost like a vibration in my head. It's kind of strange. Hi, Patrick. I enjoyed your stream this morning. I didn't get to hear all of it, but I was in and out. Sounds like you had a spooky experience. QP, you get dizzy and migraines? See, like I've never had a migraine before, or even many headaches until these last couple years. And yeah, I get the ear ringing as well. But, I think I said this in one of my live streams. I've never gotten like physically sick from a headache before. And I did one time and I was shocked. But I think it was a pretty strong shift or whatever. So. Let's see. Did I miss somebody? Oh, Simjid. Hi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Let me know if I'm butchering it. Okay, so I noticed on a news channel this morning that they've kind of put the Field of Dreams house together like the movie set. And I was kind of listening closely. Is it going to say, if you build it, he will come, or if you build it, they will come? And, well, they say he, but then they also said, I guess they're going to be renting out the house and the baseball fields there and everything. Hi, Sharkay. Good morning. But anyway, I guess they're going to be renting out the house, and, you get to play in the baseball field because it's right next to it and everything. So they did say, the movie line, they said, if you build it, they will come. But they also said in the little news segment, if you rent it, they will come. So, sometimes in talking about like that demonic stuff that Patrick was talking about, like some of these changes, like you kind of wonder, if you build it, he will come. Are they talking about Satan? I don't know. It's kind of scary. I don't know. Hope not. I've already had my iced coffee. I'm just drinking water right now. Is everybody else having coffee? Or maybe if you're Corey Jade, you might be having an adult beverage. Evening for her. Skywatcher Diane, welcome. Good morning. Nice to see you. Okay, so I wanted to talk also about yeah, Sarah, they said if you rent it, they will come, because you're going to be able to rent the Field of Dreams farmhouse that was used in the movie. So, but anyway, I saw Once Upon a Timeline's video on the Kaaba. Are you guys familiar with that? It's the black stone in Mecca where you're supposed to try to visit it at least once in your life if you're a Muslim. And that thing totally changed for me. I didn't know it until someone said it on Reddit, I think. And she did a video, so I didn't do one about it. But yeah, that was totally black for me. That did not have all that gold around it. Are you guys? Let me see if I can bring that up. But it has like gold on it and all kinds of weird decorations now. Let's see if I can bring pictures of that up to show you guys. I always forget how to do this initially. All right. I don't know if, yeah, there we go. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. Let me look. Let me check. But yeah, it was totally just black for me. Oh shoot, it's not going to be able to come up. I'm just going to X that out because, well, maybe it will. Anyway, you guys can look it up online, but yeah, it has gold all the way around it. There's white on the bottom of some of them. And then also this is the stuff around the cube. I don't remember that at all. For me, it was just like basically almost like a flat field. Is that what you guys remember? And then, of course, they circled around it. So, yeah, that's different. It has all kinds of different stuff for me. And then I've never ever seen pictures of the inside. I thought it was supposed to be like some super duper secret thing. And then there's a pool that goes with it. What in the heck? A pool? I've never heard of that in my life. And I studied Islam. I took a class in it in college. And then also, I've been to Egypt. So let me just make sure my audio. Okay, good. Still working. Yay. Okay. Let me go back up to the chat. People were. Yeah, there's white on there. Yeah, shout out her channel. It's a very good channel, Once Upon a Timeline. And and I didn't even know that the black was a curtain. I don't think it even was a curtain for me, but I'm not sure about that. It could have been a curtain and I just didn't realize it the whole time. But yeah, just totally. It's in Mecca. And people swim around it now. I mean, that is nuts. What kind of, oh my gosh, craziness. Now, her other part that she did about the Twin Towers, I've seen those bands at times and not at times. So I don't know. I don't think it was as pronounced, you know, but I've seen those bands on the Twin Towers before now, but I've also seen it without the bands. So I'm not sure what's going on with that at all. Okay, so Patrick was saying too, I got in on some of the conversation when he was talking about how he used to have orbs and stuff, and Jen has a lot of orbs as well. And I don't think I've ever seen an orb other than like, I thought I might have seen some orbs when I was taking some pictures outside. Hi, Awakened Saint. Okay, so Awakened Saint, you're in Saudi Arabia. So what was the Kaaba for you? Was it all black or did it have gold on it? That I would be interested to find that out. But anyway, also on the orbs thing, I've never had any orbs around me at all. So it did have the gold or was it all black? The Kaaba in Mecca, the black cube. I'm curious as to what you remember what it looks like because apparently it's changed for me. It used to be all black and now it's got gold decoration on it and even some white on it as well. And I know unless you're Muslim, you probably haven't seen it in person because you're not supposed to unless you're Muslim. But I was wondering what the pictures. Um, okay, so yeah, gold is around it now, but was it originally? Okay, used to be all black for you too, Awaken Saint. That's what I was curious about since you have been over there. Because you would obviously pay more attention probably to that stuff than most people. So yeah, I mean, I knew you probably couldn't have seen it in person because it's not supposed to be able to do that unless you're Muslim. But that's why I thought I didn't even, I mean, I've never known in my lifetime that you could go inside. Well, for one, that you could go inside, or maybe I did know that, or maybe they just went a few at a time and I think they kissed the stone or whatever. But I thought the stone, the little stone, the meteorite or whatever it is, used to be on the outside of the cube, I thought, not the inside, but that could be wrong on that. I don't have a clear memory on that. But I do know that I've never, ever, ever seen pictures of the inside before until just this week. So, I mean, to me, that's just wild. That's just crazy. So I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but there's going to be a Mandela Effect conference in the DC area. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go. I would love to go. And in fact, I've never even been to DC. So it would be interesting just to go to, yeah, Awaken Saint. It says you say pictures of the inside are forbidden, but you can find some online. And they show like video of people inside the Kaaba now. I mean, maybe that's a new change for you as well, because it definitely was for me. But yeah, anyway, Vanessa VA, she spells her name with two N's. I'm waiting for that to change to one, just like Gensploration went from two N's to one for me. But yeah, it's going to be July 14th in the DC area in Virginia. So, you know, kind of if you do want to go, you can go to her channel and ask for a ticket, and you have to, you know, give her all your information, like the city, state, your name, and also your YouTube channel. She wants to make sure that, you know, it's just Mandela affected people going. Yes, Vanessa's organizing it and everything. So go to her channel to find out more. Well, she just has an announcement for now, but I'm sure she'll be updating. You might want to go subscribe to her channel if you haven't. And it is a good channel. She does a lot of interviews with people or little clips of Mandela affected people on their YouTube channels. You know, she'll do little clips of just them kind of ranting about the Mandela effect. And then also I guess she's renting out an apartment or something. And so she records conversations with people about introducing them to the the Mandela effect while she's interviewing them for the apartment. I think that's kind of funny. Diane, it's in going to be in the Washington, D.C. area. I think Manassas, Virginia. Manasses, Virginia, but it's in the Washington, D.C. area, and it is going to be July 14th. You can find out more information from Vanessa VA's channel, VANNESSAVA. Is Sharkticon in here? Yay! How you doing? Good morning. Yeah, I've been up since about, let's see, about 4 hours already, but I fell asleep at, I got about 4 hours of sleep. I fell asleep about 9 o'clock last night and woke up around 1:30. So, hi, JW. Welcome. Good morning, if it is morning here for you. All right, so, but definitely go to Vanessa's channel to find out more information on the Mandela Effect Conference. It was odd because I was watching, I like foreign films, and I was listening to some Mandela Effect channels, and it was a Swedish film, and so I was just kind of watching it. I had the sound completely off, but I had the sound completely off, and I was watching an old Igmar Bergman Swedish film called Fanny and Alexander, sorry. And anyway, it had some really neat kind of things about it that pertain to the Mandela effect, which was weird. They quote this one thing from it's called Dream Play by Strindberg. And this Swedish film got 4 Oscars. It got like best foreign film and best cinematography and art directions and costumes, I think. And anyway, Bergman's famous if you're into foreign films at all. But it said he quotes this in the film. They quote this Strindberg play called The Dream Play or something like that, where it says, anything can happen. All is possible and probable. Time and space do not exist. On an insignificant foundation of reality, imagination spins out and weaves new. I can't read my own word. Oh, new patterns. New patterns. But anyway, it was interesting. And then they even get into where like somebody in the film thinks that like there's multiple realities and they're all just thinly layered on top of each other. And they even talk about that. This movie was put out in 1982. But I thought that was just interesting that, you know, it's weird. You see these things and I probably wouldn't have paid any attention to it much before, you know, but now I do, of course. Yeah, it's July 14th, Patrick. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? You get up at 2:22 every day, JW? I used to get up at 3 a.m. in the morning all the time. And of course, this morning I saw 1:11 a.m. That's freaky because I'm going to look at my logbook because yesterday I saw a ton of ones. Ton of them. Well, I saw 111 viewing a video, 1:11 p.m., and 11:11 a.m. and 9:11 a.m. Those were all yesterday. So it's crazy. Hi, GBK. Dead GBK, how are you this morning? All right, let me see what else. Did anybody see that Will Smith, quote unquote, interview or whatever with, supposed to be kind of a joke, I think, with Sophia, you know, the robot, the AI robot? I don't know. They always make everything into a joke. And, you know, with this AI stuff and cyborgs or whatever you want to call them, you know, they do kind of try to, you know, make it to where you're sympathizing with them in films and TV and stuff. Because I'm thinking even Star Trek Next Generation. I mean, Data's one of my favorite characters, you know? And so they, you know, they did that with that. And of course, you know, I, Robot with Will Smith, that movie, you feel sorry for, you know, for that robot as well. And I don't know. I'm conflicted. Did the space thing drop yet? Shark K asked. I think so. The Chinese space station, I think it did. And it said something about, I was looking at Drudge Report this morning for news. That's usually kind of where I go. And I saw it said it dropped and something about toxic things coming out of it, but I didn't read the article. I didn't go to the article. Let me see if I can see what they say about it. Space station crashes to Earth, breaks up over South Pacific, toxic debris warning. So let me see if... I don't know. My internet's so slow and I'm trying to do all this stuff. I might take forever to get to it. So, JW, when you say it affected 4 other people in your life, do you mean they had something? Oh, were you like sleepwalking or something, or were they part of the, like, did you guys all have the same dream? I've heard of that happening before. It says you've at the time between 3 and 5 a.m. You know, it seems like a lot of people have that at the 3 a.m. thingy. I mean, I know my friend does too. He's always waking up at 3 a.m. always. Okay, it says Chinese space station smashes to Earth at 17,000 miles per hour off the coast of Tahiti. 9-ton installation the size of a school bus comes crashing into the atmosphere at a huge fireball and just misses tropical paradise. Of course. I guess they'd predicted that it would go off the Brazilian coast, but instead close to Tahiti. Huh, that's interesting. So you'll have to look that up. But yeah, so it looks like it crashed down. Mostly burned up. Only the slightest of risks to people. But how come they just said toxic warning? Ooh, the picture's kind of cool. That's weird. I wonder if that's the space station or something else. Do you guys think it's a cover or do you think this is a real story? I don't know. If you go online and look at the pictures of it, it's kind of wild looking. Very interesting looking. I don't really know if it's... Part of me thinks that it might be a cover for something else, but who knows? Oh my gosh, JW, that's interesting. You had a dream where you were laying in bed, the side of your bed and at the end of your bed, and you could see all three of yourselves at the same time. Wow. That is fascinating. Well, I know Jen from Jen's Gems says that, I don't think she's in the room, but she has said that she has thought she's seen her future self and a younger self of hers as well. So that's, something really, really interesting. I wish I could remember my dreams more. Like sometimes I'll wake up and remember it and write it down. If I don't write it down right away, I'll forget it though. I have to write it down right away. Oh, anyway, I was getting into that Will Smith interview. I think it's on his YouTube channel with Sophia. It's just so stupid. And the whole Sophia thing is crazy too. Oh, I don't know if Awakened Sane is still in the room. I would have loved to have asked him what in the world would possess... I mean, there's got to be some ulterior, some weird motive behind Saudi Arabia giving Sophia citizenship. That's crazy. Why would they do that? And especially like a quote unquote female robot. I mean, there's got to be some, I don't know, some reason for it. And I know there's a lot of fishy stuff over there with that one guy like sequestering like 20 princes or something like that. I don't know. There's something going on over there, and I need to research that a little bit more because it's just odd to me. And then, did you guys know that there's a city of AI in the Bible? It's spelled AI, and Joshua defeats it. Did you guys know that? It's interesting. Okay, I might have to be quiet here for a while. I heard somebody upstairs. So JW, your dog was barking and your animals were in the same position as the dream. Wow. Well, that to me sounds like a quantum thing, where you superposition or whatever. Oh, I didn't see this part. White glowing eyes. Let me go back up. The you at the end of the bed had white glowing eyes and white shooting out of your hair. Wow. It's kind of a cool story. I've never had anything like that, really. Like I said, I didn't have the orbs, or I haven't seen anything The only thing that I've seen that was weird was the whole double conversation that I heard. That's what's crazy. Dead GPK, I've heard of a lot of people talking about them seeing the exact same cars as well. Now, of course, there are going to be same cars, but I think it happens more often than it statistically is possible. Okay, wait. I want to read what JW said up there. Oh my gosh. So the 4 people said that they saw you basically with the white eyes and the white shooting out of your head. Wow. That's incredible. So Simjude, you said you dreamt your old boyfriend was coming, but was it just a dream or was it a phone conversation or both? Oh, JW, that is so freaky. Happened between 3 and 5 for them also. Everyone had red swollen eyes. Ooh, scary. Oh my goodness, that's crazy, Simjid. Dead GPK. So Dead GPK, you see initials on your license plate. Now, what does the GPK stand for, if you don't mind? I know you've said it before and other stuff, but I don't think I ever saw it myself. I go to your site when I want to see some of the sky pictures and stuff. I've taken so many pictures and with just different kind of cool things. Like for a while, I wasn't seeing any sunsets or sunrises with a clear shot of the sun. And now I've seen a few and I've taken pictures. I thought I had captured video of it once, but I didn't get it. Ugh. I got the picture, but not the video. I was so aggravated. Oh, Garbage Pail Kids. Hmm. Now, wait a minute. Are those the same thing as Cabbage Patch Kids? I saw an Emmy or something about some people talking about that because, oh, you see initials of your real name, though, not the GBK. But anyway, if Garbage Pail Kids are the same thing as Cabbage Patch Kids, I remember Cabbage Patch. Well, thanks everybody for joining. There's 20 people for early morning. That's great. Of course, it's noon in the UK and night in Australia, but it's good to have everybody here. If anybody would like to come on, maybe not today because we only have half an hour left, but shoot me an email. My email is just rainontheplains@gmail.com. If you'd like to join me some morning, that would be great. Oh, they were trading cards. Oh, parody of Cabbage Patch. Okay. Yeah, I remember when those came out with the little signatures on their butts. It's kind of funny. Sharkey, do you live in Georgia, don't you? I remember you being have you seen the well, I think you live in Georgia, but if you do you have you seen the Georgia Guidestones? I know you were freaking out about something in Georgia one time, or somebody, if it's not you, it was somebody else that lived in Georgia, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, New Jersey. Now, who was I think? Oh, never mind. It's Mrs. Howard who's living in Georgia. That's who it is. I remember now. Just show. Okay, thanks for joining us, Sim Jude. It's great. Have a good day. Now, Patrick was saying in his live stream about how like some people's has recognized that like when they go to cemeteries and stuff that tombstones have changed, and I know Scott said one of his did. I haven't seen anything like that. Has anybody seen any of that? JW, about your dream, anyone have an idea of what the dream could represent? I mean, I don't know what I believe as far as like if we have a higher self. I believe that we're eternal beings, but perhaps the one with the white, if that does exist, was a higher self of yours, possibly. I don't know. I have to tell you one really quick, speaking of higher selves, or maybe like anyway, another story from my storage units is I have this Scrabble game. Well, there was a hole, or the crease in the box had a hole in it, so some of the tiles were coming out. So I probably can't play it anymore. And it was a really nice one too. It had the flat board with the little grooves so that the tiles would stay in it. And anyway, I put three. I didn't even look at the tiles. I just put them in my pocket, and came home and whatever. And then when I changed into my jammas, I didn't look at the tiles again. Just put them on this tray. And anyway, the next day, I was like just glanced over at the tray, and the tiles were K, E, and N, Ken, and that is my dad's name. And my dad died in 1993, and I've kind of was startled, you know. It's like, does that mean my dad's kind of watching out for me, right now? It was really cool. It made me, I just couldn't believe that those were the three letters on those tiles. Ken, and that was my dad's name. So it was pretty neat, really. Now, I think in regards to the convention, like I said, there's going to be the one in Virginia in July. But also, I think somebody like Scarab, I think, was talking about having one possibly in Dallas. So I think it was more Paul Adams and Scarab and Photo Helix were talking about it, but I'm not real sure about that one since the one in DC is going to happen. But Dallas would be good just because it's more in the middle of the country, I think, too, as well. Although, like I said, I haven't been to DC, and so definitely would want to go there. Yeah, JW, that's strange. I don't know how it could tie in with your friends either, but that is just a confirmation that of what you of what you saw. you know? Patrick, yeah. Well, your dad passed away. I'm sorry to hear that your dad passed away 8 months ago. That's, yeah. That's it was kind of like a sign, I think, from my dad. And I've been dreaming about him lately too, for sure. But it's just, what are the odds that those three Scrabble tiles would be KEN? Oh, in Reno. Huh, Kathy? I didn't know about that. Well, maybe they changed it from something from Dallas to Reno then. I'm not real sure. June 6th, that's coming up fast. That's like April, May. That's only 9 weeks away. I haven't heard anything about that. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yeah, I don't think that it was by chance that those were the Scrabble tiles, honestly. It almost had to be, you know, either my dad or just a guardian angel telling me, we're watching out for you. Everything's going to be okay. Peppermill Casino. I've never heard of that. Kathy, I guess that's where the convention's going to be? Hmm. I don't think Corey's still on here, but I don't know who comes on after this. Does anybody? I know Andrew used to, but I think he changed his time, so I don't know where you guys can go after this. I've got to do some stuff, or some days I wouldn't mind going over a little bit, but I've got to end up doing some stuff. Oh, thank you, Diane. Thank you. I haven't been to Yellowstone either, JW, and I need to go sometime. That's someplace I haven't been. I've been a lot of different cool places. Been to Egypt, been to Argentina, been to Alaska, both Alaska and Hawaii, but haven't been to like the extreme northeast or the extreme northwest. I definitely want to go to Maine, and I definitely want to go through Yellowstone. Yeah, feathers are good signs too, to GBK. I saw, I don't know if it was I think Jen had one on feathers too. I don't know. I've seen a couple different feather videos. My grandparents used to have a flock of, well, they had a flock of turkeys at one time, and they were just wild. I mean, they would just be, randomly going out in the middle of nowhere out here. And then there was also a flock of peacocks, or well, peahens and a peacock. But that was crazy. That was clear back in the 70s, though. And so anyway, we would collect these peacock feathers all the time, just put them in like a tall vase, and it was really pretty. I think Corey goes on, there's an hour in between. I think she goes on at 9 a.m. Eastern, based on what she said in Patrick's stream. Yeah, I haven't seen anything about the Reno one. I'll have to ask Raleigh next time I see him in the chat. Now, are any of you guys on the Facebook group or not? I think Corey just added me this morning, but I'm not sure. I wasn't able to find it because I'm part of so many different. I had a personal account on Facebook, and then I deleted it because I heard they tracked everything and all that, and so I didn't want it anymore. But then, for this channel, and oh my goodness, oh no, that's the old one. I was looking at an old Schumann chart where it was all white. I forgot I didn't refresh that page yet, because I switched computers when I do my live streams, because I really wanted to use OBS for my live streams, but the computer that I have OBS on is messed up with the sound. It's like a really loud buzzing. When I did a couple of test streams, I didn't really think I was going to be able to do it. And then now I use, for the live stream, I either use either my phone or my Chromebook, but Chromebook, you can't use OBS with Chromebook, so kind of stinks, because then I could do a lot of different interesting things with putting stuff up on the screen and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, the Schumann resonance yesterday was nuts. The new normal for Schumann, I'm not real sure. I mean, it seems like, yeah, well, I've kind of been looking at it, and it seems like I sleep way better and want to sleep more when there's, when it's not going, and then when it's like all white, and there's a lot of activity. It seems to be like my awake times. How do I look the Schumann? I can give you a link for it. Okay, look for the link there. That's to the Schumann resonance chart. Yeah, Kathy, I check it almost every time. First thing in the morning. First thing when I wake up, I always check it to see what's going on with it, because I don't know. When it had a really, lot of activity, it was white. And like I said, I don't really know if it has stuff to do with it, but that was when I had that real bad vibration and seizure in my head. So, and when I got sick, I mean, I've never gotten sick with a migraine, and I've never really had migraines before, but I guess that's what it was. Okay, that's something what I wanted to bring up too, DeGBK, is it says maybe Planet X is fading in and out of our reality. What does everybody else think about Planet X? I think there's something to it. Nibiru, I don't know exactly what it is, but I actually do think, from looking at the FFA weather cams and stuff like that, that I've seen, that, I mean, there does seem to be stuff that they're hiding, and there does seem to be, well, I don't know if you guys saw that one I did too. I think they're covering up or covering over some of these weather cams too, because where it would just go white and then dark, white and then dark, like, and those are 10-minute intervals on those weather cams. And, that's just not possible for it to go light and then dark like that, and then just almost like a flash. It's crazy. So I don't know. Well, that's what Sharkton, that's what, people are wondering if the Nibiru or Planet X is wormwood. So I think there's something to it for sure. Now, I tell you whose channel that I really like, and I didn't get to see his latest one yet. I'll probably do that after this. It's called Naughty Beaver. And he does a lot with Nostradamus predictions as well, or used to. But one of the things I don't know, I like the way he does he's just very intelligent, and he puts a lot of things together, and things that I've been thinking for a long time. And he puts it together in a really good video, and pays attention to things that are going on and stuff like that. But it's a really, really good channel. He talks about Nostradamus. He talks about the 3.5 years, in the Bible, and how, we saw the signs and the stars on September 23rd of last year. And then like the 3.5 years from that is going to be like basically, March 21st or so of 2021. And how like the Bible prophecy goes along with where the constellations will be at that time. So it's pretty interesting stuff. Hi, Mr. Mandela. Good morning, if it's morning for you. Okay, Kathy, you say you saw something this time last year, a yellowish brown marble thingy? Was it like in the sky, like a planet, or looks like it is TRAPPIST 1c? Well, I don't know what that is, I guess. What's TRAPPIST 1c? You saw into another light or color spectrum. Interesting. Herculobus, what's that? Wow. So it looked like a planet to you, Kathy? That's wild. Huh. Now, has anybody seen the two suns, like what look like two suns or anything in the sky? Some people have said they've seen stuff setting in the east or coming up in the west. Has anybody seen anything like that? Kathy, that must be why you watch everything all the time, because you saw that. Planet X News. I'll have to check that out too, JW. Hi, Corey. No problem. Now, Corey, were you saying that you come in right after this, or do you come in at 9 o'clock Eastern? Yeah, Kathy, exactly. You say even if we can't see it, it's real and it's there. I totally agree 100%. I know the sunsets are so, all the red that you see in the sunrises and sunsets are just crazy sometimes. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So there'll be an hour where nobody is. I would stay if I could, but I have some stuff I need to do. Okay, Sarah, have a great day. You saw the red sky at 2 a.m.? Oh, that's fascinating. River swept. Did GBK a square halo? I've never seen one of those. Well, even if there's an hour blank time, that'll give people time to get something to eat and go to the bathroom or whatever. Did you get pictures of it, River swept? Okay. Huh. Now, do you put up videos? Let me check your channel. Yeah, QP, That's what a lot of people are saying. It's you might not even see him at first in the pictures, but then, you know, it shows up just like real faint, but what else could it be? A lot of people think that, either we are merging realities or, um, oh, I hope I don't have sound issues. Are you saying you do, River Swept? Okay, good. I'm still on. I had to check it. But, Mr. Mendoza, you'll do another video when you get some sun, yeah. Now, where I live, it's in the middle of the country, well, in Colorado, but in the Plains region. And I do have a lot of days lately where it's been some puffy clouds like it used to be and blue. And that's always pretty to see, but it's rare, definitely. Yeah, it's River Swept. That's what I was saying with my sound issues because, well, this one was going out a couple times, but then my main computer, it just is like a really bad buzzing, so I can do my regular videos on it. I just can't go live with it for some reason. I don't know why. 5D could be real and heavenly things I believe are real. Revelations are here. Oh yeah, I mean the prophecy of the Bible and also many other books and prophecy, Nostradamus, I mean several different sources are all coming to fruition, it seems. Corey, she was talking about it looked like big planets, but real faint in the picture. There's just too many people, Skywatcher Diane, that have seen the two suns. I don't, at first I thought, well, these could be fake, photoshopped or whatever. I don't think that anymore at all. Now, I'm sure some of them are, a few, but for the most part, I think they're real. %50% and 15% visible. Huh. What did the clouds look like, Corey? I know. I mean, isn't it bizarre how there were only just a few set types of clouds when we were kids? And now there's like, oh, well, we just named this new cloud formation this. Oh, how convenient for you. How did we just get new body organs and new cloud formations, just out of the blue, out of nowhere? Well, everyone, I'm going to get off here. I'll let the chat go for just a little bit. Thanks, everyone, for being here today. I'll keep the chat running, but this will be the end of the audio portion for maybe about 5 minutes or so, anyway, if you'd like. Everybody have a great day. Bye-bye. Talk to you soon. Tomorrow, hopefully. Bye-bye.